Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on another team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense will start this game off. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Looking to move it through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed behind the line. It's Tyler. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Boy, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Good, solid tackle.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you could tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big 3rd down conversion.
The Cardinals are on the move. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
He leaves it with his back. Runs through the tackle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
To the ground. He's got it again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Caught over the middle. It's Collins.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw on third down. Keeps looking downfield. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Fair catch, called for and made. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll put the tight end in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Looking to throw it again. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Powers through. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Motion from the offense. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Ashby. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Scanning the field. It's right. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most, if something's not open quick.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field, his 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making the plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Hart. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The holder will put it down at midfield. A 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happened.
He uncorks one deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Louisville! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swan. So big playmaking is always a possibility. They're trailing by just 4 to Illinois. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Catch in the middle. It's Collins. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. It's caught. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Duke. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's right. Fires to the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll do it himself. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I think you got to find as many ways as possible to get this quarterback involved in your running game, whether it's designed runs or whether it's scrambles. He is just way too athletic. You've got to give this guy touches because, as you saw there, he can hurt the defense.
You've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's going to take off. Smart move to get down with the slide.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Stone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. All kinds of running room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Wide out in motion. The give out of the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a run, man. I'll tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Blue Devils are threatening in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And after taking the lead, guys, we still have a big finish coming.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield, it's right. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you've got to score, you've got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Blue Devils enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
This is a third and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game. They'll throw it on first down. He wants a big play here late. And he's thrown another interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
You're down late in the game. You got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
And the quarterback takes a knee.